I don't wear comfortable shoes. I refuse to wear comfortable shoes, and you shouldn't wear comfortable shoes either. Here's why. First, let's define a comfortable shoe. For most people, a comfortable shoe is one with arch support and a whole bunch of cushioning. Seems obvious. I mean, it feels good. You put them on in the store, your feet feel like you're on a, memory foam mattress. In fact, a lot of shoes have memory foam in them now. Isn't that a wonderful thing? No. In fact, think about the memory foam mattress. If you lie down on it, it feels great. But would you want to do push-ups on it or squat jumps or even just walking around? Oh my God, you get so tired so fast. And besides, the foam wears out, not in a very pretty short amount of time. And when it does, it can make your feet do all these crazy, crazy things. So comfort is just not the barometer that you think it is. And I'll tell you what is in just a second. Then there's the arch support problem or arch support issue. We need arch support, right? You need to support your arches. Well, imagine breaking your arm. Don't imagine breaking your arm. Just imagine your arm was already broken and is in a cast. So when you have your arm in a cast, like 8 weeks later when you take it out, your arm doesn't come out looking all buff. Your arm comes out looking like it's all atrophied and you've never used it before because you haven't. You've been supporting the joint, your elbow, and so your arm can't work, so the muscles atrophy. Well, guess what? That same thing happens with your foot. When you don't use your arch, the muscles atrophy, and it makes it harder to balance, to walk, to run, to do everything. And then you only have two choices. You can either just continue using arch support and your feet get worse and worse and worse, or you can do what happens like when you take your arm out of the cast, use your feet, build up that strength naturally. There's research that shows that just walking in the right kind of shoe, which I'll tell you about in a second, can build up strength in your feet in as little as 8 weeks, as much as doing an actual exercise program for your feet. All you need to do is what you were already doing in a shoe that lets your feet move naturally, and you can build strength. So another reason I don't wear comfortable shoes is that when you have that motion control and arch support that feels so good when you get them on your feet, this can lead to some bad things over time. If you're not letting your feet do what's natural, not letting them bend and move and flex and feel and support you naturally, well, then it gets hard to use them at all. And what that could mean is like what happened to my father a few years ago. He had been in big, thick, padded, motion-controlled shoes most of his life. And one day he's 80 and a half years old, and he trips on a little ledge in a hallway, falls down, breaks his hip, and he dies 2 weeks later. I don't want you wearing comfortable shoes with a bunch of padding and motion control because I don't want that happening to you. I don't want it happening to me either. So what are you going to do if you're not wearing, quote, I'm going to keep putting this in air quotes, comfortable shoes? Well, think about it. When you were a kid, can you remember going out on a warm summer day and kicking off your shoes and feeling the grass between your toes or the sand under your feet or the water around your ankles or maybe even just playing in the dirt? Do you remember how much fun that was? Do you remember how your parents would have to drag you home when it got so dark you couldn't even see the ball that you were trying to catch or kick or throw? You could barely see your hand in front of your face. Well, that feeling, that fun of just being connected to the ground that way, you can have that now at any age. All you need is shoes that let you do what's naturally comfortable. See, you have built into your body an entire spring and shock absorber and comfort creating mechanism. It's called muscles, ligaments, and tendons built into your body. If you let your feet do what's natural, the rest of your body can do the same. See, again, your feet are supposed to bend and move and flex and feel. If you don't let them do that, that function tries to move up into joints upstream, your ankle, your knee, your hip, and your back, which aren't built for doing that. If you can let your feet do what's natural, that all those functions can move down to where they belong instead of into joints that they don't. So how do you find that right shoe? Well, lucky for you and lucky for me, my wife and I started a company 10 years ago because we had this experience of discovering the comfort of natural motion, of getting out of big, thick, padded shoes that were restricting the way our feet were supposed to move. We affectionately now refer to those as foot coffins. And we built an entire business to give people the fun and benefits of natural motion, whether we have sandals and shoes that you can use for everything, casual or performance, walking, running, hiking, yoga, CrossFit, dancing, whatever you can think of. And they're all designed to do what's really comfortable. Let your feet be feet. Nice wide toe box so your toes can spread and relax and splay. Low to the ground for balance and agility. We don't elevate your heel because that messes with your posture. The soles are really, really, really flexible so your feet can bend the way they're supposed to. They're also really lightweight. We've had people email us saying that they went to bed still wearing their XeroShoes because they forgot they had them on, not because they were passed out drunk. And the soles are also designed to give you that right combination of protection that you would want, the grip that you would want, and they're backed with a 5,000-mile mild sole warranty, but they also give your brain the feedback that it needs to effectively and comfortably work with the rest of your body. So you can check us out at XeroShoes.com and find out more there. But most importantly, I want you to stop wearing, quote, comfortable shoes, because I want you to have the real comfort that comes from living life feet first.